Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time I'm reviewing Big Finish Range. Ah yes, Gods and Monsters.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions.
My son, I come to you in search of absolution.
Father, my father, I followed you here to free you, but it is too late.
It is not too late to release me, my son.
More thunder?
Oh no, not thunder, my pet.
What a time to be caught without an umbrella. I left a lovely one on the bridge at Arnhem. I couldn't go back for it. The Germans had us hemmed in on three sides.
Oh, man! Tell me. Father! Please, don't!
Hold up.
What's the matter? Hex?
The water. It's turned red.
My master, you have returned. I believed that I would be absolved of my sins, but I am cursed as I ever was.
More to the point, Saxons with machine guns? This place is weird.
They seem to be having little difficulty seeing us.
Back away, all of you!
No point! No way out behind and the way forward swamped! So we're just going to have to clear a path, aren't we?
Past all of them, we will die.
Watch and learn, Your Highness.
I'm no more a little old lady than this is a Neolithic barrow. I am old, though. Older than you could possibly imagine.
Subscribers get more at bigfinish.com.
As you can probably hear from my voice, I'm still recording this in the desperate attempt to get everything recorded before my voice gives out completely. So bear with me. I'll really try and not croak my way through everything. Is it wrong of me to say this? That I've loved these episodes of Doctor Who that have been broadcast on Big Finish more than the television episodes of Doctor Who. I feel dirty saying it. But then I also feel liberated because it's how I feel. These Big Finish stories have been stunning, truly marvellous, truly worthy of old range. They're just as good as Big Finish ever was, if not better. The Seventh Doctor has been perfectly preserved and magnified and made into something that he always was. The meddling almost god. Someone with ideas and plans that he wasn't quite able to fulfill. Someone living on the edge. Someone not quite good enough. He was brilliant. McCoy's been in and out of these last few stories, but his presence has been completely felt all the way through. Yes, the Beowulf story last time wasn't half as good as I was hoping, but it was still very, very good. Here we have a perfect payoff for the last few stories. The Seventh Doctor is trapped, playing chess against Fenric. It's the perfect sequel to The Curse of Fenric, and a host of other Seventh Doctor stories, as well as a far too many stories from Big Finish. There's been game-playing aplenty going on for a very, very long time. And I just need to say that discussing this further will just include spoilers. So I will be discussing spoilers. So if you don't want to hear anything about the story, which I heartily suggest you don't until you hear it, then stop listening and go and buy it. It's fantastic. That's all you really need to know. It's an excellent story. It finishes off so much. So much. But I will be discussing things with spoilers. So please stop listening.
8 out of 10 listeners who expressed a preference say they prefer the Tin Dog podcast.
We certainly do over here at Staggering Stories.
.net.
.net.
Are you still there? Excellent. Like I said, It's got Fenric. It's got giant gods playing against each other. It's got both sets of companions. Now, the idea of a narrative set against a giant chessboard is hardly new. Alice Through the Looking Glass, etc. It's the definitive starting point for this sort of narrative. But that's going to shortchange everyone. Now, here you get something really good. The players on either side, they're not exactly the elder gods we've come to expect. Fenric was always a second-rate god. The other gods despised him, but they also saw his power. Weyland's shield starts to make more of an appearance. And then, one of the best inventions of Big Finish, the Higgs boson killer, a weapon that looks like a giant shield, or radar dish pointed at the sky, that just stops matter from existing. That is a hell of a good thing. It's just a cool sci-fi concept. The gods see us as game pieces. We are important to them because we give them a sense of scale. There are some fabulous, and I mean truly fabulous, speeches in this, given by McCoy. He is pure Seventh Doctor. He's not calling it in. He's just channeling himself from his younger age. He has such energy and vibrancy when he's playing the Seventh Doctor here. You see madness, you see despair, you see every single emotion available. This is a brilliant piece of narrative. And more importantly, it's a brilliant end. You see, Big Finish know how to get rid of a companion. Hex is gone. You really need to hear this. But more importantly, you need to hear beyond the end credits. I could talk in much more depth about this, but I'd rather not spoil what is a wonderful story for you. But the ending does prove that Big Finish can do a companion's exit so much better than Moffat. Probably not what anyone wants to hear, except Big Finish. So if you've been interested in the Seventh Doctor, if you've been playing along at home, then get this, listen to it, enjoy and worship at the altar of Big Finish, because they really do know what they're doing with Doctor Who. Be seeing you.
You've been listening to the Tin Dog Podcast. Doctor Who and its associated shows are copyright of the BBC. No infringement is intended. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. To order, or simply find out more about the book Whostrology, the Time Traveller's Almanac, visit whostrology.com. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.
Urgent subspace communication incoming.
On the weekend of the 9th, 10th, 11th of November 2012, there's going to be a Doctor Who convention. In Stockton, there will be Dimensions. This is the grandchild of the old Dimensions on Time conventions. The list of guests is fantastic. Sylvester McCoy, Peter Davison, Fraser Hines, Louise Jameson, Terry Malloy, Bernard Hawley, Nabil Shabang, Roy Holden, John Levine, John Leeson, Spencer Welding, Ian Cullen, Beth Chalmers, Virginia Hay, David Cyberman Banks, Martin Cochrane, Adrian Burgess, Terence Dix, Brian Croucher, Richard Watson, David Richardson, writers Matt Fitton and Mark Wright, Michael Troughton, the Ken Bentley, and of course David J. Howe and Sam Stone, author of those reasonably popular zombie books, all taking place in Stockton. There are tickets still available, and I for one am definitely going, because that's the weekend that I'll be there, able to sign copies of Whostrology. So if you see me there, say hi. Visit the 10th Planet website, and you can book directly through them.
Urgent subspace communication incoming.